Pam Bamadam Swagatam. Welcome to SBR Sai Krishna Saiko, your favorite cricket podcast and sports podcast. Friends, what an IPL we have witnessed. To the best of the best, the world was in tough time, a pandemic situation which has been never ever occurred in this recent times. But what a session of IPL we had, where young talents have come out to express, and the teams had given their knockout best bank on performances at the top to keep their teams at the top and keep the excitement of the particular tournament. And regardlessly why this is not the best of the best tournaments around the world. Hello guys, very good evening to one and all there. Here I come for today's analysis of the Sunrisers Hyderabad taking over the Royal Challengers Bangalore. The position 3 versus position number 4, which is known as qualifier number 2, and which we call it as an eliminator, in the sense the qualifier 1, which has happened yesterday between the Delhi Capitals and Mumbai Indians, where you actually the team which wins directly, they got the ticket and promoted or rewarded for the finals. The team which loses in the second being the second position, it has an advantage of having a second chance. But here, eliminator in the sense, a team which loses has to go and they have to go out of the tournament, which is actually sad. But what can we do? There can only be one winner, because teams have produced such top-notch performances. Having said that, Sunrisers Hyderabad, led by the great coach Traveller Bayliss, is a great calm and composed man, understanding the team, understanding the strengths, guiding the youngsters through various challenges in this IPL. Many young aspirant youngsters there, naming Sanjay Yadav from Tamil Nadu's Ranji team, Natarajan, a sensation who is also being picked for the Indian team. You have Virat Singh from Jharkhand, who is only 18-19 year old, a great talent young guy who may not have been given chance in the 11, but I'm sure he'll be given in the next season if Sunrisers. I hope Sunrisers bids him for again. He will be a great player. You have Sandeep Bhavanaka from Hyderabad, a great bowling and batsman. He is left hand batting, left arm bowling, and 100% players. And also you have Priyam Garg coming out, Abdul Samad from Jammu Kashmir. Priyam Garg comes from Meerut, son of a milkman, and a Kashmiri Abdul Samad. These are the such stories where the teams have understood this particular Sunrisers team is the only team I can guarantee you that they did not even drop any youngster due to any performances. They had given them chances, they had seen their failures of youngsters and guided them to various situations so that they can improve. Let it be Abdul Samad, he actually had some bad days, but he has produced a great match-winning performance versus the Kolkata Knight Riders, which actually Sunrisers didn't win in the Super Over, but his performance was exceptional, unbelievable. I take Priyam Garg and Abhishek Sharma versus the Chennai Super Kings. We didn't have a great year this year. It was just exceptional that day, the way Priyam and Abhishek played. Unbelievable. Sunrisers was amazing. And if I come to the Garden City of India, Royal Challengers Bangalore, led by the King Kohli, a great team this year, having the young talented batsmen like Dev Padikkal coming into the side. You have Gurkirat Maan, you have Shahbaz Ahmad, a great gun fielding ability fielder, producing great results. So you have Washington Sundar, consistent player who does not even given boundary since power plays. He is actually a great player with great records. See, this kind of people keep the excitement going. So what can be the strength for the Sunrisers and what should be the strategy for winning by Sunrisers or for the Royal Challengers Bangalore? I would also like to give you the fantasy picks for today's game. Let me go now. Here we go. For the Sunrisers, I will be backing their strength and pretty same team. I guess the same team will be play. If you want to give a glimpse of a spin here, seeing the Abu Dhabi is the ground. So keeping the track, the pitch, the analysis, I think they would have gone for a spinner. If they go for a choice for a spinner, Kane Williamson won't be dropped. As Jason Holder could be dropped for giving someone like a Fabian Allen or Mohammad Nabi a chance. So you play like David Warner versus, and he is the skipper, and you have either Johnny Bairstow or Vidyaman Saha coming there. And number 3, you can go with Manish Pandey. No, undoubtedly he has been amazing. Number 4, you have Kane, consistent Williamson, a great world leader and young aspirant and inspiration for many youngsters there for the team. And number 5, you go with Abdul Samad. Samad also is a great player, a great six hitter. And number 5, again there is a clash for the 5 and 6. It can be Abdul Samad in down or Priyam Garg or Virat Singh grabbing the opportunity. But I think there is not time for experiment. Priyam Garg only would be leading, would be given the number 5 position, and number 6 would be Abdul Samad, number 7 would be Abhishek Sharma, number 8 would be somebody like Jason Holder, Fabian Allen or Mohammad Nabi. I am just giving the glimpse, like anybody can have played according to the particular situation there. And number 8 would be going with Rashid Khan, undoubtedly great player, a great dedicated, passionate youngster, has been a sensation from Afghanistan. He comes from Nangarhar near Kabul. He was a great leader and a great inspiration for many people out there. Today, cricket of Afghanistan has been amazing. You can definitely go with him, a great economical bowler. And you go with Sandeep Sharma there, a super bowler. His strength is line and length, so that he just keeps the line and length going perfectly on any track. He can produce match-winning performances. Then you go with Natarajan and you go with Shahbaz Nadeem as your bowler. Great bowler from Jharkhand, from Bihar, Shahbaz Nadeem. Natarajan again from Tamil Nadu, he has been a sensation. You go with them, and these are the 11 players what I have picked for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. Now let's come to Royal Challengers Bangalore. What are the strength, weakness for Royal Challengers Bangalore? Strength is the form of Devdutt Padikkal, form of Virat Kohli. It's fine. Josh Philippe also coming, having a good hand in contribution for his team. And there is some mismatch between the middle order where their performance is lacking for AB de Villiers, Virat Kohli, Shivam Dube. If they come, that particular thing is a weakness for them, because that's not producing the results from the last 4 games consecutively they have been losing. So that can be a weakness for RCB, if not a great team, to be honest. And again, bowling should be improved. Consistent bowling is only done by Yuzurvendra Chahal and Washington Sundar. Pace attack of RCB, they have actually missed Umesh Yadav. Maybe today he could be given the thing, his shoe back for the big game today, because it's an eliminator. So you go with again Shahbaz Ahmad, the great fielder, hasn't told. So Shahbaz Ahmad would be in the team. If they win the toss, you need to analyze the conditions. Sunrisers or RCB. Sunrisers, if you see, they have won the last 3 matches consecutively. In that, 2 were chasing games. Sunrisers taking the challenges and clearing it off, the challenges of chasing. This is something exceptional from the Sunrisers Hyderabad, as they had middle order problems, youngsters not putting the effort in the middle, and Saha had a great IPL, to be honest, and Jason Holder's lights would actually help them in the chasing. And David Warner, as always, he's a legend and GOAT, to be honest. Now you come for Royal Challengers Bangalore for the ideal 11 for your fantasy. I will be giving you now. First, you open with Devdutt Padikkal, a great aspirant for the Indian team now, a great player. He is actually from Kerala. He is born and brought up. He has been shifted from Hyderabad to Bangalore for his cricket, and he's having the glimpse of Gautam Gambhir and Yuvraj Singh, to be honest. So for the game he has. Number 2, you go with overseas. My choice would be playing Josh Philippe for Aaron Finch. It's an option between Josh Philippe and Aaron Finch, because Philippe has been a great player. He plays for Sydney Sixers, giving consistent match-winning performances. So RCB have stick to Philippe, and Philippe has been giving you great results. And number 3 would be Virat Kohli, consistent, calm, amazing, legend. Nothing more to sell for Kohli. Number 4, you have ABD, genius ABD. What a player. He can do anything. I always felt South African gem has been very much misunderstood, and he could have got more chances for South Africa only. So that's my number 5. This is another choice now. You play Shivam Dube, or you playing Gurkeerat. This is a mismatch. Like Shivam Dube, if you play, he'll be providing you an extra bowler and all-rounder phase, but Dube's spark has been missing these days, to be honest. That's why Hardik Pandya also has been replaced for the Australia series. So it could be Shivam Dube, or you go with Gurkeerat Singh. And number 7, you go with Yuzvendra Chahal, a great Chahal, amazing player, a great dedicated player. What an consistency, control in leg spin bowling, amazing spin bowling. He has been in one of the most leading wicket takers. Number 8, you go with Chris Moore. Number 7, you go with Chris Morris or Ishur Udana. Anybody could be fine. Udana also is having a great hand in batting. He's also performing, giving you consistent match-winning performances and going up to the mark. Number 8, you go with Mohammad Siraj. He has been exceptional, Siraj, and probably the best IPL. He is improving his game, and he is also called up for the Indian Test team. Let's see how this Hyderabadi Mia does against Hyderabad. And number 9, you play with Navdeep Saini, a great player, great aspirant, and a 100% consistent fast bowler who always bowls 145 plus. Saini could be a good option at number 9. Number 10 and number 11, it would be Shahbaz Ahmed. At number 10 player, you can take it as Shahbaz Ahmed. And number 11 for RCB, it could be somebody like another uncapped bowler, or you can actually play Washington Sundar. Washington Sundar is a great player, so you can go with Washington Sundar at the last. Washington Sundar at the last, because without him, RCB's bowling in the power play can't be improved. He has been really consistent and magnificent, to be honest. That's why he has also been called in the team. So these are the picks for the 11s, both the side. If you go for fantasy teams, then you keep David Warner as your captain, and you can go with providing bowling or batting. I would be going with Rashid Khan as vice captain. So this is what I have thought. The ideal fantasy pick, combined 11 for your fantasy, would be like David Warner and Devdutt Padikkal. Keeper would be Wriddhiman Saha, number 3. And number 4, go with Virat Kohli and AB de Villiers at number 5. Then go with Manish Pandey. He'll be your 6 batters now, including a keeper. Then it comes to the segment of all-rounders. You go with Rashid Khan and Jason Holder / Chris Morris. You can keep any of them. And last, it's the section of the bowlers where you have Yuvi Chahal and you have someone like Navdeep Saini and Sandeep Sharma to be included. So you go with David Warner as your skipper, the captain, and there would be a slight picks between the vice captain, as you can go with Jason Holder or you can go with our Chris Morris or AB de Villiers. These 3 picks are the things. So guys, have a great day, have a good IPL. Wish all the cricket and all the world should be safe. Everyone be happy, safe. Bye bye. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much. Signing off.